Well, I came back to the spot to check if the fat cat was still here. I don't see him anywhere, but there's a guy down there with a scooter and like a big bag of cat food, so maybe he's waiting for him. Anyway, it's really cold here lately. Like, it snowed the other day, but it's not snow that builds up, it just falls, but it melts when it touches the ground. But it is so cold, and I don't know how to handle it in terms of what to wear. I just bundle up and put a bunch of layers on, but I got fleece-lined jeans on. My bell bottoms. And most of my summer wardrobe, or any other month that isn't winter, I have just skirts and dresses. I just kind of made that shift. Naturally, I feel like I wanted to be more feminine. But I was going from, like, I had a pendulum swing because I was a massive tomboy when I was younger. Like, I had a boy haircut and everything, and I wore, like, actual boys' clothes. Thank God my dad is a Christian. Hey, thank God my dad was a Christian. And didn't tell me to do anything. Anyway. It did get me thinking, like, we blurred the lines so much in society nowadays. If a girl wears a t-shirt and a jeans, even if they're guys' jeans, like, no one knows, no one bats an eye. And the girl doesn't think twice about it either, because obviously she's not trying to dress like a man. She's just being comfortable or practical or whatever. Why is it that nowadays women don't always look like women in the way that they dress? Maybe the only thing that matters with it is, like, your intention. Like, if you're a woman and you're trying to come across like you're purposefully dressing like a man for whatever reason, then maybe that's the thing that's wrong. And if you're a guy who looked more feminine and you grew your hair really long, that might be considered crossing the line. But if you're a guy like, I don't know, who's a manly man? Jason Momoa? He's got long hair. He certainly doesn't look feminine. That's just something I've been thinking about. Like, what do you think? Should women dress more feminine? Or am I being super pedantic to even be thinking about it? Like, am I crazy for even thinking about it? Or maybe it's because dresses nowadays with skirts, they're made of like polyester and cheap material. Like, if it was a thick wool skirt, that might keep you really warm. Same thing with summertime when girls don't wear any clothes and they go, well, what do you expect me to do? It's so hot. But the reason that they can't wear a long sleeve shirt is because they're wearing, like, polyester stuff that's not breathable and it makes you all sweaty. Whereas if you were wearing like a really thin cotton or a light linen shirt, you could actually be cooler because you'd be covering your skin up from the sun. I don't need to be talking about covering up from the sun. Look how, oh my goodness, look how pale I am. And my dark circles are very dark today. You know, I went on holiday for 3 weeks and I usually take iron, but because my iron is in liquid form, because I don't like taking pills, I couldn't take it with me because it had to stay in the fridge. It had to stay refrigerated, so I didn't take it for 3 weeks, and then I came back. I wasn't in my, you know, the swing of things, the rhythm of things, and so I didn't take it for another week. So I didn't have any iron for a month, and the anemia has hit me like a truck. I don't even know why I came up here on this walk, because I've been feeling dizzy. Like, I was in the supermarket the other day and I actually thought I was gonna faint. Thank God I didn't, because that would have been so embarrassing. Foreigner coming to the supermarket and passing out. And how much iron this has. It doesn't even say. So, none, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, what is your guys' thoughts? It does say that it's detestable for a woman to wear a man's garment, but you know, we've become so, I don't know, it's not distinct anymore, I feel like. But like, is that right? Should we push back against that? Or should we just go with, you know, that's just how the culture is? My opinion is, I don't know, I guess if people think that you look like the other gender, that's when it becomes a problem. But if it's obvious to everyone that you're a girl, then it's probably fine. So I don't even know why I'm thinking about it, actually. Anyway, I'm looking forward to spring. It's gonna be great. I think there's a filter on this. You can see my mustache though. You can kind of see some spots, but I don't know. I feel like there's a filter on this. Anyway, I posted a short saying like, oh, this is how I get ready without wearing makeup, and I don't think that girls should wear makeup, and a lot of comments saying, oh, you don't need makeup. Listen, I don't think that anybody needs it, and I will probably make a video making my case on that, because it doesn't matter if you have perfect skin, which I don't. Like, I don't know, I think there's a filter on it that makes it look better. Surely if I go close enough it will, like, I don't know, actually. Maybe my skin just is looking better these days, but you know, I'm getting older, so I get more creases and whatnot, but I don't get acne like I used to. I'll put a photo, if I have a photo. My skin used to be horrific, like, and I don't even have pictures of when it was its worst because I was just so ashamed. I didn't even want to take a photo. But yeah, that'll be another video that I'll probably make, is why I think you don't need makeup, even if your skin has acne, even if you have bad skin. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. That was a duck chasing away a crow, and that sounded really funny. This guy on the scooter is still sitting here, so I'm gonna go back and like with the video I made about modesty, I wasn't really trying to talk about rules and stuff. I was trying to bring it back to the heart, which I think is the important thing. And I think that the heart is the important thing in regards to how you dress, you know, with regard to gender roles and being distinct from men and women, being distinct from one another. Let me know what you think, and see you in the next one. Bye.